These are the stories Shonen fans live for. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 greatest arcs in anime. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at the arcs found in anime series that thrilled us to no end, either because of their character interactions, incredible animation, breathtaking fight scenes, or just because they brought all the feels with them.
It's gone.
You may have destroyed my beast, Yugi, but you've also activated its special ability.
Keep in mind, we'll only be doing Shonen series and one arc per series, and there might be a few spoilers down the line. Number 10, Dio's World. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders. Okay, it's only a few episodes long, but for God's sake, how could we not include Dio freaking Brando? After so much searching, so many battles against stand users, Jotaro and company finally find themselves taking on the Joestar family's greatest foe.
Oi, onna.
Unfortunately for them, not only is Dio a vampire, but he also possesses arguably the most powerful stand. This culminates in a brutal brawl as Jotaro struggles to finish what his ancestor started so many decades ago, a task made infinitely more difficult when faced with the time-stopping power of the world. Number 9, Shogun Assassination, Gintama. While this exceptionally extensive franchise has managed to fine-tune the art of parody and satire to a T, it's worth noting that when Gintoki and the others want to, they end up creating some of the most brutal and exhilarating fight scenes in all of anime. Which is pretty much the reason why this arc manages to stand above its many others. With the Shogun's life on the line, Gin finally settles the score with his bloodthirsty former comrade Takasugi. Needless to say, they nearly tear each other to pieces in the process, and we couldn't be happier. Number 8, Battle City, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Goes to show that with the right amount of tension, pacing, and crazy characters, even a children's card game can be epic.
Well, what is it?
Just what I need to take you down.
With the arrival of the villainous Merrick, his rare hunters, and the insanely awesome Egyptian god cards, the series takes everything great about the Duelist Kingdom arc and took it to new heights.
You've been talking about winning my Egyptian god card this entire duel. Now it's time for you to experience its power!
With a shadow game around every turn, plenty of unfortunate duelists losing their souls, the much-awaited rematch between Yugi and Kaiba, as well as an intriguing antagonist, this was Duel Monsters at its finest. Number 7, Kyoto, Rurouni Kenshin, Makoto Shishio. The perfect foil to the remorseful Kenshin, the second manslayer was just what the series needed.
I'll seize control of this country. The new Japan will become stronger under my leadership. That's the justice that will guide me in my noble cause!
Over time, we were introduced to the pair's differing ideologies on killing, love, and life itself, all leading up to their destined fight, and boy oh boy does it not disappoint. Not only are the action scenes something to boast about, especially for a classic series, but the conclusion only solidifies why these two are icons.
The final secret sword!
Now if only we could forget about Season 3. Number 6, The Dark Tournament, Yu Yu Hakusho. Who doesn't love a tournament arc?
Let's see who can take a bigger ass kicking!
While various anime have managed to produce some stellar battles in this format, it's fair to say that they're all just chasing the shadow left behind this demonic slugfest. As the death matches escalate, our favourite spirit detective and his allies find themselves engaging in everything from a good old round of fisticuffs on a knife's edge, all the way to a final bout with the near invulnerable Toguro.
Let's see how 3 months of training paid off.
The boys all get a chance to shine here, with Hiei showing off the power of the Dragon of the Darkness Flame, Yusuke unlocking his true potential, even Kuwabara gets his own macho speech.
A mulberry is a tree, Kuwabara
as a man, and I'll prove it.
Number 5, Pain's Assault, Naruto Shippuden. Fueled by vengeance, motivated by the desire to erase suffering, the knuckle-headed ninja and the leader of the Akatsuki were similar in more ways than they would ever like to admit.
I have no need of you right now. The one I seek
Is me!
After decimating the Hidden Leaf village, Pain and his 6 paths take on Naruto in a battle to decide the fate of the ninja world.
But know this, my pain is still far greater than yours!
Not only is the fight as explosive as you would have expected, but it managed to make great use of the emotional tension left over from Jiraiya's death. Symbolic and action-packed, this was a clear example of the series at its best.
Just give up! I'm trying to make me give up! Rasengan!
Number 4, Chimera Ant, Hunter x Hunter. While you could easily say that everything that happened with the Phantom Troop was more eventful, what made this arc so gratifying was its meditation on character. Not just Gon, but regarding the series' ultimate villain, Meruem. As dark reflections of one another, this arc chronicled how the young hunter and the king of the ants came face to face with the cruelty of the world, as well as where they stand as individuals. The short answer being as immeasurable engines of destruction. The fact the series contains the awesomeness that is Meruem vs Netero and Gon vs Pitto more than makes up for it.
虫が上から物言ってんじゃねえぞ
Number 3, Soul Society, Bleach. You have to give it to Bleach, it certainly went out of his way with its first major arc and presented us with the perfect introduction to the militarized life that was Soul Society.
I've come here to rescue you. You got it?
As he desperately tries to save his friend Rukia from execution, Ichigo finds himself branding his blade against the combined might of the Gote 13. From Ichigo's fights with Kenpachi and Byakuya, all the way to the surprising reveal at the end, the fact that there are too many awesome moments in this arc to count solidifies the Soul Society as one of anime's best arcs.
A miracle only happens once, huh? So, what do you call this?
Number 2, Water 7, One Piece. Considering that this series is so good even some filler arcs shine, we really struggled to pin just one down, but eventually we had to relent and go with the time the Straw Hats declared war on the whole world.
You're all going to die! You morons can't challenge the entire world and expect to win!
Yeah? Bring it on!
In order to save the life of fellow crewmate Robin, Luffy and the others end up facing off against the world government's deadliest assassins.
You really think you can defeat me?
I can't protect anyone unless I do!
As you might expect, the fight scenes here were off the chain.
And bazooka!
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
How Harlan begone!
ありえない。ゾーンが5人全員
If you harness your feelings,
Dragon Slayer Secret Art! Flame Lotus! Exploding Flame!
Number 1, Frieza, Dragon Ball Z. The events on planet Namek are what made the series the juggernaut that it is, primarily due to the actions of a certain tyrannical alien overlord.
You must be Frieza, the one responsible for the horrible chain of events that have taken place on this planet.
Where do we start? The Namekian massacre, the battle against the Ginyu Force, Vegeta's lament, Goku's turning into a Super Saiyan. Some of the greatest moments in Dragon Ball are full on display here. Of course, we can't dismiss the sheer magnetism of Frieza's villainous charm. Who can forget about his marathon-long battle with Goku on a dying planet, or his supposed demise at his own hand? No matter the highs and lows that came after, to many this will always stand as the pinnacle.
You can destroy planets, but you can never destroy what I am, friend.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.